think the idea of the token being fundamental to that structure of money flowing between people that are paying for data and people that are serving data. But how does that work? What's the steps? What's the mechanics?
Yep. So the shadow token, it is the mechanism by which the network is secured. So if somebody, in order to be an operator, they have to stake shadow into the network, right? It provides a financial disincentive for malicious activity or things like that because, there's a slashing mechanism, right? We borrowed from Filecoin, right, which has Filecoin operators. They put a certain amount of escrow in Filecoin token. And then that amount of token, that can be taken away from them if they're not performing, if they're basically not upholding their obligations, right? That's how we help protect the network. That's how we help identify. So all of that's, well and good from the network perspective, right? But of course, there's, 10 people who aren't going to run shadow nodes for every one person that is. And they're going to be asking, well, great, but how does this actually benefit me? Our platform is built in such a way where we are saying we want to directly tie the growth of user growth, revenue growth of the platform to the token, right? So as revenues are sent to the shadow operators, right? Let's say, you make it easy. Let's say, for every $1 that's paid by a customer to the network, 70 to 80 cents of that is sent directly to the shadow operators. The remaining 20 to 30 cents is used to buy shadow directly from the markets. And then, deposit that into the emissions contract for shadow operators, and things like that, right? But what that's doing is, because all of this is handled programmatically, as you said, unlike other platforms like Storage A or things like that, where it's much more centralized, the teams they're the ones that make these decisions. Everything happens on our platform programmatically. So as revenues grow on the platform, that 20 to 30% of constant buying that's happening, that's also increasing, right? So you said, for every $1, 20 to 30 cents. So now as we're making, let's say, as our annual revenues climb, right, or our monthly revenues climb to 10,000, 100,000, a million, right? That's 20 to 30% of each one of those little earmarks that is being used to basically provide a mechanism that creates ever increasing buying pressure in the markets on the token. And this is why we tell people quite often, right, that short-term market movements in the token, they don't matter because that's not where the value comes from, right? We hear a lot of feedback, right, around you guys should be spending more money doing marketing things. You guys should, where's the hype? Where's this? Well, the platform is the hype.
It's a nebulous thing. Oh, do more marketing. What does that mean?
Right.
And nobody has the answer. They're like, well, I know that they should do marketing, but I don't actually know what that means. And they're like, oh, well, why don't you buy some Google ads or something? And it's like, you really think that's the best marketing spend?
Yep.
Do you know anything about anything?
Right. See, what marketing means to us is go get customers, go win business, right? That's where our marketing dollars are going to be spent as we push Shadow Drive V2 live here in, the latter part of this year, right?